Howdy, folks. We're standing here in the middle of San Francisco, and I wanted to show you something. This is the Pioneer Monument, and as you can see, it has dedications all along the outside of some of the original pioneers when a lot of these people came over in the 1800s to establish California as you know it. Now, what's very interesting is you see a lot of names up here you might recognize: Sierra, Stockton, Portola. You might get to here and you'd be like, I think something's missing here. And you would be correct. See, what was there was a statue depicting the early days. A lot of people, when they think about California, they think about it's this gold rush state. And the reality is that originally, before the 49ers, there was the Spaniards and the Mexicans and the native population that were here for centuries before that. And that statue, it depicted those populations as they were seen back in the days when a lot of the European settlers would have came over here. And you may be asking, well, that sounds really cool. Well, where's the statue now? Well, it's been removed, specifically because the city found it to be too offensive and too racist. And I understand why they would take offense with that. The Native American portrayed as this sickly person that just had to be helped out by the missionaries and whatnot. But the reality was that was the real history of California. That a lot of the native populations were getting screwed over by first the Spaniards who came over here and then all the white people who came over here during the gold rush. And so for me, I think it does a disservice to the community and to the history of this great state to remove a major piece of that and reduce it down to a footnote. Even though it's disgusting, even though it's offensive, that's the history and that's our history. And I feel that it's better to know our history, even the bad parts of it, than just to hide it away. Speaking of which, the statue's still around. It's in a storage unit somewhere. And they didn't put a new one up. And they just left a hole. So now I'm telling you what goes in that hole. That's our history. Thank you very much. Have a great day.